Good morning, Denise here at Junk Journal Junkie UK. Back with the Flower Fairy video. I'm thinking this will be the last video I share with you until I do the flip through. But whether it will be 100% finished today, I'm not sure. In fact, I am sure it won't be, because there's some things that are drying that need to go on it. So I'll show you in a minute, but these are page tabs, and I've put stickles on them, and it is a glue and it takes a long time to dry. I don't know if it's because you're doing quite thick dots or if it's just slow drying, but it takes a long time to dry and it won't be done today. So, and a couple of other things on the front that need to happen. But as you can see, I've not done anything else inside the journal since the last video, but we filled it with pockets and it is quite a chunky monkey. I've had to prop it up here because it's so wide that way you don't get a good view. I'll move that now. Oh, don't get a good view of it while it's on its side because it's popping open. Obviously the closure and use will make that close a bit more, or whoever gets it might start unstuffing it and take some stuff out. So I've done a few bits on the front. I have to say a really big thank you and a shout out to a lady called Louise, who is the mum of my husband's work colleague. I've not met the lady, but I believe she was a recipient of one of my journals from her son as a present, and she's been watching us, I think, here on YouTube, and she sent me a lovely bundle of things, all sorts of things, lace and cottons and frilly things, buttons, lots of green buttons. And I have a feeling that on a video I was looking in my pot talking about the treasures that used to be in my grandma's button pot, and I couldn't find any little green buttons. I'm wondering if that's why she sent me the green ones, but they were lovely. And some lovely papers, some Cath Kidston papers, which are absolutely my favourite. Oh, just loads of things. So just a big thank you, Louise, for that. And some of the things that she sent me, this is what made you remind me, is on the front of my journal. So she sent me these lovely butterflies, and I've put some on some paper clips as well. They're gorgeous. And these two flowers came in a bag with some stuff from her, which I thought, well, they are just, let me just hang my microphone wire up, they are just perfect for on here. So thank you. Okay, so I've put a bit of lace on, frilly lacy material on the bottom and a bit of bling, but it's not finished yet. I've put the book plate on, and I've put friendship in, but I've left it so it can be changed. And there are a few others that I've pulled out. I'll put them on here, look. No, I'll put them on here because that'll spoil the journal. And depending on who gets the journal and what they want it for, I like this one, Seek Stillness. I like the, might need backing a little bit to keep it in place. Or if you want the same one in all the time, you could glue it in. I do like the black ones in it, but some of these brown ones look nice as well. So you might just want journal in it. I like the written type in there. So these are Art in Maze, these typewritten ones, labels. I'm not sure about the black ones, they might also be, I'm not sure. Okay, so there'll be a few that you can play around with, and if it's your journal, and put in there. What did I have in? Can't even remember now. Discover Friendship. I think I had friendship in. Yeah. Okay, so I'll pop those in one of the little envelopes inside it. And I've put the scrapbooking paper down because it was just a bit prettier to start the video than my horrible but hard-working mat. And somebody in the last video did make a comment saying that they liked the paper. I think it was this one she was talking about. This is just a scrapbooking paper 12 by 12 book from The Works, yeah, which is a shop in the UK. I'm not sure that you have it anywhere else, but it's a UK shop. But I will reveal the real, what shall we say, hard-working mat, that's what I called it, isn't it, underneath. Okay, so today we were going to fill it. I did just show you those things that I put these on an hour or two ago, and I put my arm on one about 20 minutes ago and it was still wet, stuck to me. So they're going to need a lot of drying, don't want to spoil them. And then there was one other thing that I did, that I made when I sat here after I finished the video, yesterday's video, because it took forever to load. I had 2 goes at it. It's the first time it's taken me a long time, but it didn't want to play yesterday, didn't want to load. So I sat here playing with things thinking, should be doing this on camera, but my camera was busy uploading. So what I made was a little notebook, just because I was tidying the desk and squaring things away, and I found a few bits, and then I had one of these pages stuck together, just sat there, and I thought, oh, that'd make a nice notebook. So I pulled a few bits of scraps out of my scrap box, and they are only scraps, and just stitched them in. If you remember, that was one of those pages that was just hanging around on my desk. I've got loads of them from the Flower Fairy book that I said the images could be coloured in. I just stamped a bit of something on the back of there. So you can see these are just bits of scrappy paper out of the scrap box. I punched the edge of that one because it was pretty distressed anyway. Bit of a stamp on that one because it was quite plain. And I just stitched them in with some embroidery floss. And I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, but I didn't clip it and what have you. I just stuck it together really quickly. I stuck a flower fairy on the page of the Flower Fairy writing, and that's it. I know on the back was, if you remember, the poems were both sides. So on the back there was a poem as well. So this one is the Song of the Willow Fairy, so I just cut her out and put the Willow Fairy on the back. So just a nice little notebook to pop in the journal, as if it's not full enough. But I enjoyed myself waiting. And then I also started on this, if you remember, there was a tab, an over the page tab that I suddenly decided we wanted, and this side of it, the flowers were upside down. So this is a bit I would have liked to have done with you filming, but the camera was busy and I needed to do it, otherwise it would probably be another week. If I didn't get any bits done, it'd be another week of Flower Fairies, and I'm ready to move on. I'm sure you are. So I was starting to cut out bits of music paper and bit of text, things like that, to put on the front. And then, of course, because my desk is so messy, this was lying around. This is out of the kit, if you remember, from the papers in the book. And I put it on there to start with, and I thought, nice, but it's a bit too clashy even for me. And then I turned it over, and it's, if you remember, I've got that pink. I don't know if you can see the colour. It's very light. That I printed on the back of the tags just so that they could be journaled on, but I thought that we've still got the flowers around it, but you can't really tell that they're upside down. So all I did then was grabbed a flower fairy out of the pot, the things that we've cut up, and there just happened to be the rose one there which fit perfectly. And then I just thought she needed a bit of something to make her pop, stand out from the page, and it was text or music paper, and I can't think that I've got any music paper in here anywhere. Might be wrong. So I just thought we'd have a touch of music paper behind her. Let's get a piece of glue paper out, shall we? And stick this on. Oops. Just checking you're filming, sorry, after the episode the other day. Yeah, I just rounded the corner at the bottom there, so oops, I think we just need her, so we need it quite down low. And do we need it further over? Just so that her face really pops out from the, yeah, about there. So we're practically right in that corner at the top. Okay. Oops. So it's very dark here this morning. It is morning, it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. It's the first time I've had to film with my light on, so I hope there aren't too many shadows. And I hope it's light enough. I'll only know from doing it and trying. Now I think because what she's going on to is very matte and porous, I'm going to give the Pritt Stick a go rather than the Fabri-Tac all the time. It's just a little bit drier than the Fabri-Tac, not quite so messy at the moment to use. I think the Fabri-Tac, because it's so warm, is very... Okay, I got a cloth out. Where is it? Yeah, it's very sticky I mean, the Pritt Stick sticky, I know glue is sticky, that's a funny thing to say, isn't it? But it's kind of gloopy sticky. More sticky than normal, shall we say. Let's try and get her in the corner properly. See, I wouldn't have been able to do that particularly with the Fabri-Tac. I'd have been absolutely covered in it. And I am going to ink very lightly, because if you remember, I'm not over inking everything in this journal. It's very lightly the edge of this, so it stands out from the background. And at the moment I'm not going to do anything with the rest of this tag. Yeah, I think we'll Pritt Stick that as well. It's absolutely perfectly fine in the middle for journaling on. These are the right way round at the back, and as we go through and embellish it, I might just put a word or maybe a little fairy in the bottom, but at the minute I'm just going to put this on and call it a tag. I have to say hello to all my new subscribers. Thank you very much. I've had another little influx, doing really well. I'm up to 70 now. Sorry if you're tired of hearing the number count. But for those of you that are new, if you've not spotted it yet, don't know if that's why, what brought you here, because it's been shown a lot, or if you've just found me from another channel, I'm having a giveaway for my 50 subscriber. Just felt like celebrating, and it is being drawn this Friday, which will be, well, we'll be into July, won't we? I'm rubbish with dates, so I won't say anything, but you've got a few days yet. All you've got to do is go to that video and just comment on the bottom, and I'll enter you in the draw, and it explains what the giveaway is, because there's a choice of 2 things. And I haven't done it before, but I'll put a link at the bottom of this video, because there are quite a few new, well, there's 20 odd new ones now, subscribers, so I'll put a link at the bottom, and then if you can't find it, it'll take you straight to it. Okay, so apart from that getting ready, all I've done is go through the box of words to save you watching me going through them, saying yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Just dragged a few words out that I thought might be appropriate in the book. And my little box of treasures. Those are the ones that are going inside, aren't they? Don't lose those. Right. So if you remember, I said there's the butterfly paper clip to match that one that I made with the butterflies that Louise gave me. So I said I've got paper clips because I've got some things paper clipped in here with little bits on them, and dangles and page tabs and all sorts of things. So we'll use some of these on it today. How many shall I get out? We call that a day, I think. Is there anything? Oh, I like the sound of that. What's that? A bell? Any other danglies? Oh, you're pretty. That's the trouble. It's like the button box once I start delving in there. Okay, I think there's more than enough there, don't you, for us to be choosing from. Okay, so let's see where we're up to. Right, we want out, oh no, well, they're here, the embellishments. Okay, so you can see why my desk gets like it does, because I like everything out around me. I watch some crafters who have everything in their little boxes and they just think, oh yes, I want a stamp, and they go to the stamps and get them out. I want a flower. I kind of need stuff, let's empty it all out. I need stuff round me for me to spot it and think, oh yeah, that's the right thing. Okay, so that's embellishments and tags. Let's just keep the tags separate. Tags, tags, tags. Okay, some of the embellishments will be going on today. That's a tag, and they're all embellishments. Okay, so we've got all our little piles of stuff. That's a tag. So let's have a look what we need to do, what we need to add. So that one was all done. We wanted something down here in this corner. Oh, sorry, I rattled your microphone wire. It's plain. Maybe the book could do with something plain, I don't know. Some little cheapy birds. I won't describe everything to you, it'll drive you nuts. It's quite sweet. I don't know if you can see all these things I'm digging through. What a beautiful baby. Nope, too big. Oh, it's got a very pink page, so we want pink, not blue. So I've got flowers. What about the birds and the flowers? Yeah, don't mind it. And this little chap poking up because he's bodiless. He's come out of being salvaged from a piece of something. No, I'm thinking the birds. I'm quite liking the birds and the flower behind. Let's go for it, because if not, I will look forever. I have a feeling you haven't been able to see that all that time. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is what I was going for, the birds and the flower. How annoying. Shout up next time. Okay, so I am just going to, for speed, put some Fabri-Tac on these, and they're not going to be pulled about, etc. So they should stick and stay fine. And it did only need a little bit because I wanted to, I need to leave something a little bit plain for people to, yeah, quite like those birdies tucked behind that lace. Lovely. And put a piece of paper inside it. Don't think it'll stick, I haven't put that much on, but just for a few minutes. I think that one's decorated enough. A word maybe, but nothing else. Alright, we were putting some of these little tickets in here, and the really thin tabs, weren't we? Let's pull them all out, those. I think that's them all. Yes. So I liked those tickets, so we'll have one on this page and one on the other page, I think, with the tickets. I'll just cut the holes out of those. What did I do with that crocodile? Whoops. So I want to try and keep these pockets not bulky. So I don't think I'm particularly going to string these or anything. I'll just put them in as they are for the journal owner to do with as they please. So they can string them, they can take them out, they can use them on presents that they're giving other people. Right, so what have we got? Let me just put that away. Let me glue open. Naughty. Right, we've got joy, beauty, peace. Flowers is written very small, I don't know why. I like the flowers one, but so shall we have, let's have love, seeing as this a flower fairy looking after a baby. Let's have love fairies then. Love fairies. And then, because joy's a really big, yeah, put that one in there. And I don't mind that sticking out the top. Do I need to? Oh no, I backed it, so you probably can't see, but it's got that very pale pink backing on it. Go on in. And we'll save those for exactly the same in the back ones. Put them over there. When I ask you where they are, they're over there. Right, this. Now, I did wonder about this booklet in here, because the page is so frilly and OTT. It just, I like it. Yeah, good call. I like that a lot. Gosh, that's going to make it even fatter, but it's got the buttons and everything on there, so that's a chunky page. Right, we were going to put a pretty, and if you remember I liked the plainness of that. That came from Louise as well, thank you. I like the plainness of that envelope amongst the, let's try this one. It's going to stick out a lot at the end, it's got all sorts of things on it. Yeah, amongst, what's the word that I'm looking for, goodness me, the fussiness of the rest of the book. So I really liked that plain. Did we have anything in it? Oh yes. Right, I'm going to put those little, what have I done with them? I'm going to put those little words for the front book plate in there as well. Okay, good, good, good. What have I done with the closure now? It's going to be one of those. Can't find my words, can't find anything on my desk. I better make this not too long a video, I think. Okay. Yes, we wanted something in here. So yeah, something with the yellows would be nice, quite a thick one. That was another one of those. That won't go. They might. That might. Oh, I like that with the tab on it. Oh, there's a couple more fairies in here, look, swinging on the trees. Embellishments. Right, let's choose from those. That's enough to choose from. So I think she'll just disappear and get lost. Oh no, she does. Oh yeah, no, she does. Well, so the one with the tab, at least the tab you can see needs to pull it. Need to pull something out. It's quite like that one. Where was the other yellow one? This one's a chunky monkey again. Are you going to go in there? Will do. I think it needs a tab on it if it goes in there. Or perhaps these two together. No, they disappear as well. So the one with the tab that's quite slim does disappear quite a lot though. Or the bird, actually he's got the same sort of flower. Oh no, perhaps not the same but similar. Yeah, I like the flowers that match there. Yeah, I think that if that has a nice tab on it. Yeah. So it needs a tab, mustn't forget, but I like that in there. So we'll go with that one. Right, we're going to stick something under him. We'll come back to him in a minute. He's an embellishment. Let's fill the pockets first. I'm wondering if I can even remember where that over the page tab went now. Right, what do we want in these? Because we've got two, haven't we? So not that. So we've got these. Maybe we want something taller. Not feeling the yellow. I think that goes more with the colours. He's pink. Quite like the daisy fairy in there. Yep, I think that's, and again that's quite plain, but need something on the top of it. We'll leave it for now and move on. Alright, so that was I think the other one must have been opposite to this, the over the page. So these tabs that are not dry, I'll touch this one because this is the one I touched earlier. Okay, so they go over like that. They're from G. Kerr, Happiness in Crafting. She is on Etsy. So they fold over and they're identical on both sides, and then they just go over the page and glue them down as pulls, however you want. Difficult to show you when it's wet. I'll show you how they come. What have I got here? Oh. Yeah, so they come like that and you just cut round them, which isn't the easiest thing to do, but like that. That one's probably showing off better. Yep, then you hang, I quite like the rose actually, although it is amongst that flower there. So you just hang it over like that and glue it together, and then, can you see that? Yeah, you've got the same thing both sides. Yeah, nice. So that's what's going on there. We've got something for it. Right, that's, yeah, that was that. wasn't it? So if you have the plain one this side, what have we got that side? No, we'll have the fairy this side, the flower fairy this side, because she's on a plainer background. And what shall we put on top of her? Butterfly. Where's the dangle? Every time I touch it I hear it ring, but I don't know what it is. Oh, I like that though. It's a very pink page, this one, isn't it? I could always add something else to it, but I like that sticking up. Is that the right way round? Yeah, it's a bit squashed, that. Yeah, might want something else on it, that, but I like those sticking up. Yeah, it's a bit plain, that. Might have to stick something on that. Cover it over with. Oh, that's nice. So make like an embellished paper clip out of it. Let's just stick that in there so I remember. We'll be leaving that one. If we're leaving it plain, it's going to need something on it. We need a fairy on it. We've got that pink hue again. And perhaps something on this outside. Oh, foxglove fairy. The one whose name I know. Are you in view again? Oh, I hope you've been in view. Do they want something behind him? I need something to hold my book down. Yes, I think he does. Otherwise I wouldn't have had that thought. So the question is, what? What shall we put behind him? Book page or material? Sorry guys, this is me thinking. What have we got here? Oh, we've got a bit of a bit of rabbit. Oh, I've got two stuck together. It was obviously the making of a tag, that one. Right, just bear with me a minute while I get my scrap box. You've seen this before, haven't you? It's getting stuff added to the top, as you can see. We need another sort it out Saturday. It's still not that big inside though. We're not too... Do we want it on a piece of the Flower Fairy text? We'll try a piece of that, and what else? I haven't got any really small writing, which is what I'm... Oh, what's this? Oh, more blank pages. That's quite small writing. Okay, sorry about that guys, Mrs. Indecisive. That's come off. Stay. Okay, let's try a piece of this then. And this one, wasn't it? We'll rip them both. And we'll... I mean, they won't stay this size because that one's got a bit of picture on it, but I'm just going to ink it so that I'm getting the... and that edge will be torn, just so that I'm getting the right effect when I look at it. There's a lot of white around there that wants to come off too. So that's a bit of the... It's hard to tell with that straight line, but I was liking it. That's the Flower Fairy text. Take some of the white off. quite a straight edge over there. I couldn't normally tear a straight edge if I tried. That's it. Oh, sorry about that noise out there. It sounds like somebody's doing some kind of gardening. It's not really the weather for it, but I suppose if it's got to be done, it's got to be done. Oh, maybe it's drilling, I don't know. Oh goodness, I hope it's not going to go on for long. Yeah, I don't dislike that one, but let's try it with this small. How annoying. Okay, we'll give it a few minutes. If it carries on, I'll turn the video off and finish it later, because it'll probably drive you mad. I'm aware of it all the time. No, I definitely like that one. And because we've got, I didn't notice, but because we've got this one here, it's the same sort of text. So yes, I'm going with that one. Goodness. Keep pushing you up into view. So I think by the time we've turned the video off here, I'm still going to have a couple of hours. What have I done with him? You know, final bits embellishing before it's ready for a flip through. And I still haven't got, I'll show you what piece of lace I have got for the outside for the oh, I've put glue on his face, have I? Yes. For the tie, but it's not really what I envisaged. I want a big piece of frothy white, not white, cream lace, and I'm completely out. I've only got little bits left, so I've got to make a decision whether to use the piece that I've come up with, which I'll show you at the end, or whether I'm going, oh, excuse me, to buy more before I can finish it. Okay, let's just give the page a little bit of something. Now, do we want a word? Let's just audition a couple, shall we? What do you think he might be saying? I'm not sure they're the right colour actually. No, too big. Forever. That one's not too bad. Shine brightly I like, but I don't think that's the colour either. Journey. No, I think we're going with forever. So I've used a bit more of your journaling space up, whoever owns a journal, sorry. And that's something that probably won't come out. Okay, don't feel too sticky that, so. Oh look, did you notice with his legs hanging out? We've got the same chap there. That's not too bad. Right, what did we put in the other corner pocket? Can you remember? Where was it? Too far back. There. Alright, so we put a plainish pink tag, one of those little fairies, square fairy. A square fairy. Right, what colour page have we got then? Will blue go? Oh, it's got a blue background, so yes. What have we got on the back of that? Now, if I can leave that alone, that's a lovely journaling tag. Can I though? That's the thing. That might be nice stuck on it. What else did I have? A little fairy, didn't I? And there was another one. Oh no, he's a blue one though, but there was a thicker one that was backed, I think. Yes, that one. Oh, she's blue as well. Yeah, I backed on that little bit harder card. I think she needs her edges rounding and a bit of ink. Whoops. the Lady's Smock Fairy. I've never heard of the Flower Lady's Smock. Looks like pretty white flowers, I don't know. Okay, so what my tiny little thing am I going to put on that blue? This. Just to lift it a little bit. So not the yellow ticket. What have we got? Oh, we've got a little blue butterfly, that's nice. And that is out of the Flower Fairy book. Oh, I think that might be it. Yep, let's not look any further because then I won't over... Whoopsie. There we go again. My favourite word. Just trim a little bit more off this. I've left a bit on. A bit too much on there. Oh, I was just looking at his... I think these are legs because they're at the back end and not the front, and yes, they're coming off. Somebody made me laugh the other day on a video, I don't know whose it was, but I did comment. When they said life's too short for, what was it, life's too short for cutting round antennae. I think it was. I agree, I like to cut them off too. Yeah, that's better. Just give it a little ink to cover any of the white bits on the edge I might have still not got to. Okay, I'm guessing I've got a sticky thumb again. Let's get that wipe. A word? You knew I wouldn't just leave it at that, didn't you? Right, I'm going to have to get the drawer out because I haven't got out what I want, of course. So, no, that's not words, that's labels. Sorry about the clunking. I just want a little tiny one. What does that say? Hopeful. Beaming. I like the way that picks up the bit of green in there and the bit of green on there, but kind of blends in a bit. Harmonious. A bit tiny. Sorry, I knocked you again. Timeless dream. No, that's a bit insipid. Not that I'm fussy. Journal. Magical. No. I just don't know what I want colour wise. I think I'm going to go for that and back it onto a little bit of lace. Tiny little piece or material or something. I'm just trimming around it. I need to do it in front of my face, otherwise, because it's so tiny, I will either take a chunk out or leave a huge chunk on. And I've got a little piece of lace here. Oops. Fighting me. I do only want a little piece, so my scissors are not happy with fabric. When I want to put things down I can't because they stick to me when I want to pick something up. Right, let's get this. Everything at a different angle. I liked him up there when I put him up there on his own. Yeah, definitely like him in that corner. Yeah, I don't like him covered up. Go across the top there. I think they're fighting each other. No, I'm not liking it. I did like him. Right, let's go without the lace. upside down or behind the butterfly. Yeah, let's go behind him. I need to stick it down because it's sticking to me. So you can see why it takes so long, or it takes me so long. I don't know about the rest of you. Sometimes I take ages just with one tiny piece because I just put them a bit lower down so that it doesn't obscure the word. Oh, that Pritt stick's getting a bit gloopy now as well. Eugh. That's why my fingers are so... Right, are we on? We are, but we need wiping. Oh, excuse me, squeaking on the paper. Okay. Now when I go through this again, might end up with something else on there, I don't know, but like I've said in previous videos, if I'm not feeling it and I can't find the thing, instead of just putting something in, I leave it and come back to it. Yep, so we've got some nice plain things going on there. What is that? That's what I've been cutting. No, I don't like that colour with that. Don't know that we want anything on there. Leave something. Let's leave something plain. Did we do the back of that? We did. I'm thinking now it might need a... See, I'm starting to ink things and I wasn't going to. I think it might just need a touch of ink. The edges are not... You can see I've cut it by hand and not sewn in a straight line, which... Yep, it's junk journaling. Perhaps... But that just makes it look aged. Yeah, that's better. And it's meant to look like that rather than a misfit. Okay, and we want to pull out on him, and we need, which way did we do it? Something in there. I bet that one with the gold band on, the gold tab on's going the wrong way. Let's have a look. Did we use it? No. Yes, it is. Oh, that would have gone lovely in there, wouldn't it? We tied you down that side, yes. What a shame, but I've got more of that. I think I've got more of that gold, so whatever we put in there I can put the gold tab on. Have we got anything to go in there? Oh, we was looking at that one and that other one, weren't we, the other gold one? Yeah, I think if I put a tab on her and sew round her and ink her. Do we want a fairy in as well? Oh, a double fairy, a yellow one. Why not? Right. So this is the envelope that I wanted free floating because I'm going to put the letter in it about the... and I'm not going to put this one over the page, I'm just going to put it on the one page. So the letter about the journal, sorry, finish what I'm saying before I move on to something else. I'm just going to put it over the page. Shall we go with this lovely butterfly? Because it can go a long way down. Not sure about that. Let's try this little flower. Got 2 pages now. What was I saying? Yeah, because I didn't want the flap over on the other page, which is very already very fancy, but we could just tuck a fairy in there. Apple blossom. Yeah. So that can just be removed by whoever owns the journal or not. That will have the letter in it. We've already got these ready. We're getting there now. And that's got a bit of blue on it. Shall we have the blue at the top now? Happy Beauty Peace. That's a happy beauty and peace. Yeah, pleased with those, come out quite sweet. Gosh. And just something on here, I think. So there's an awful lot of tags left over, and to be honest, it's not going to take much more. No. So we'll definitely be filling another journal with them. So what did we put on there? Oh, yes, I put a piece of paper in to stop it sticking. So those little birdies and a flower, so something just tiny. So I'm going to need to sort some of this out. Let's just sort out what we've got. If we put away what we're not putting in at the moment, we might be able to see the little bits. Some lovely big tags there I wanted to put in. No. Maybe I might have to go and put in some over the pages with clips so people can take them out when they get them, thinking, goodness me, how much more did you want in? So I could have a ticket on there. That's it. Now I'm getting to all the little embellishments. Oh, I know, I had a thought about this one as well. Something we need to go back to. Right. Let's not get Edith Holden mixed up. You see, there's Edith Holden on my desk as well. Oh, there's another little flower there. Are you too low again? Bit of text. She'd be sweet in a corner somewhere. We'll leave her out. She might have to go in. What's this? Another butterfly. I think that's it for me, embellishments, yeah. Quite like that butterfly and the flower. That's a bit big, isn't it? Ticket. There's a word behind it. I don't use too much of the writing page. That ticket's quite big actually, isn't it? Flower with a word behind it. A word, some text I mean. I could always pop the butterfly up there. Yep, because he's not going to be able to be written on right up there, is it? Okay, let's do it. And that's going on. Let's put some paper in there because it's going on stitching. That's it. Told you I couldn't find the words today. So I'm going to have to use Fabri-Tac. I don't want it going through the stitched holes either. Okay, so we've still got to go back and do the flip up. I need something under it. That's what I was thinking about. I had a cutout from the Flower Fairies reading book. I wondered if I tore around it rather than have it cut like that. And just ink the edge a little bit and put it under that excuse me, goodness. Put it under that flip. Oh, I'm squashing all my page tabs now. I might have to stick them again. Yes, I was thinking if we put that under the flip it might be a nice little thing to find. And whoever gets the book, if they're arty, could watercolour it, or even if they're not arty. What's arty? Or you could write over it if you wanted to. There, quite like that. Stolen more of the writing page again, but okay. Where's that page that I just ripped? Let's have a bit more of it in there, because we don't want to be sticking it. Oh, that was good. We turned straight to him. You see how chunky it is now. Oh, so it's a big picture. Just let me tear around it. Lid on glue. I'm going to have to lean on this squeaky table. Sorry. Put my elbow on it to tear. That's it. Otherwise you won't see anything. I might be going in the book for a smaller picture, I think. That was my elbow. Let's have a look. This is more of a sideways on picture, and that's a flip up, so we might be way too wide. I just liked that there was having a little conflab. I think it might just fit if I put it right up high as well, so that there's some secret journaling space if you want there to be. Yes. Don't overthink it. I was thinking, shall I put it on the top flap? And right, ink, we said. Let's flap him down. I keep saying him and it's a her. So I'm using vintage photos still on here. I did get, don't know if I told you or not, I was after a darker one. I did get the walnut stain, and I've got it in a nice big one, so, but that's too dark for this journal. But you will be seeing it in upcoming videos, no doubt. Right, so what do we think? We turn the page onto him and then we flip it up. But yeah, and having a little powwow behind the scenes. Now it's coming to the end, I'm getting ready for it to move on to its new home. When I'm making a journal, I fall in love with it for a while and I don't want to part. And as I start going through it, I'm like, oh, I don't know, I might be keeping this one for me. But now I'm ready for it to go to its new home. Just about. Yes. Yep, like it. I don't even think it wants a tab or anything to pull it up with. I think it's going to be obvious that there's something up there. Right, where did that tab? That came from in there. Okay, so the next time you'll see this, I was going to show you the, so I've got this vintage lace for a closure. I mean, the colour and everything goes. I don't know. I'm going to have to move some of those down. Obviously, we don't want to wrap a face up, so it'll have to be a bit lower. Yeah, I'll have to move some of those end things about as well. I don't know, so wrap it, tie it in a bow. But what I was thinking was a nice big fluffy, frothy, I guess. Oops. Cream lace. More this colour. This is a bit more beigey. So we'll see. And one or two other little bits in it, and then I'll do a quick flip through and then it'll be winging its way. Okay, thanks ever so much for staying with me, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the series. Please let me know down below if you have, if you'd like to see more of this, or there's other things that you'd like to see. If you're a new subscriber, please give me a comment and say hello, introduce yourself. I do love to chat in the comments. If you've commented and I haven't answered you, let me know, because I'm finding different ways all the time to find my comments on YouTube. They don't all just instantly appear below your video. So if you've spoken to me and I haven't replied to you, please let me know, won't you? So see you tomorrow for don't know, I think it might be Edith Holden and a flip through. Okay, have a lovely day, guys. Stay safe, see you soon. Bye bye.